Yeah, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. As you said, it's the biggest organ in the body, so it makes sense that it will absorb the most of nutrients, even if it's like it's not like, maybe it's not like the mouse, it's not that sensitive, but it still absorbs, and some of that goes to the bloodstream, of course. Yeah, but before we just we jumped a bit to cosmetics, because I think it sounds like a minor, but it's actually it can be big. But if, like, to get back to the start, I know that you worked a lot of years on your movie, and I know you promoted it really well, and I watched all of your lectures, in a low carb down under and on the other low carb conferences. And I know that it's really, regenerative culture, regenerative agriculture. So it's that's where, like, kind of the science, let's say the low carb field of science is heading towards. But do you think, for also, again, the health perspective of the individual, is it crucial that we get grass-fed cows, that they are in the sun all day, grass-fed, grass-finished? Or maybe in the countries that you can't get it, people can still reach to like optimal health with I don't know, with some normal industrial cows?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. A lot of people debate this in the community, right? I don't think everyone agrees on it. And my take, well, my company Nose to Tail does do the best practices and all the regenerative stuff. So people think that I say that you have to do it. I actually say that you don't have to do that. It's just the best, right? It's the best way to do it, and it'll give you the best nutrients and the best fatty acids and the best for the land, everything. But that doesn't mean you have to do it. And because I don't like this message that there's a lot of like fear mongering, right? They're like, oh, if it's a normal cow, it's going to make you sick. And, then people, what are they going to do? They're just going to eat bad foods instead, because they're like, well, I can't afford the good stuff, so I guess I just have to eat the pasta and the bread and whatever else. So I know a lot of doctors. You mentioned, like low carb down under. I'm going to low carb Denver this year. I actually spoke a few years ago. A lot of these guys I talk to, they reverse diabetes. They do type 2 diabetes. They do all kinds of amazing things, reverse obesity with normal meat. They even have stories of Dr. Eric Westman does this a lot. He's in a very poor part of the country, and these people are on food stamps, which is, sort of a welfare system of, and all they have is a very cheap food, and they do fine. They get better. Maybe you could get 90% better with just regular meat. So yeah, if you're not able to afford it, if you're in different countries, that you can't access it, that's fine. Do it anyway. And then later, as you go along in your journey, maybe as you kind of switch around your eating patterns, or maybe your lifestyle even, where you can allocate more money to buying better meat eventually.